WRX, its affiliates, or its sponsors.
Supernatural. Magic. Ghosts. UFOs. Bigfoot. Extraterrestrial. Psychic energy.
The Calling 2.0.
Hey, everybody, this is Jerry with The Calling, along with, of course, the one, the only, V. What's happening, V?
Woo, hi.
How's the weather up there in Maine? Good?
It's starting to get chilly. Yeah, and some of the leaves are turning, so that's really what I'm excited about.
Well, that's when it gets really pretty up there and stuff.
I know, just like I've seen in the movies.
So you sent me a picture, or I seen it on Facebook, of a house for sale for $399,000. Are you going to buy it?
No, but I mean,
Oh, darn.
you don't never know. I'm looking for the perfect rundown house that I could turn into like something awesome, bed and breakfast. But all the houses here are so haunted and so old, and it's just really, really cool. Like when I'm driving, I'm like this because I'm checking out the houses. They're just so cool and so different, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this little working vacation here.
Well, that's great. That's great. It looks like such a great place too.
So much character, like, and everybody's super nice, and you know, it's just, yeah, I mean, it's definitely been an experience. Everyone should go to Maine.
No matter what. No matter what.
Especially no matter what.
If you live in Maine, just go outside to the border and come back in and go, hey, this is Maine. Let's have fun.
Wow.
All right. So tonight's show, we're going to do a half and half type thing. Last week we had Dave Schrader's wife. Well, I shouldn't even say it that way. I should have said Winnie Schrader, who is with Love and Lust. No, it's not Lust, is it?
Love it. Wow.
Love and Lotus. Yes. Oh my God. I'm going to be so killed for that. Wow. Love and Lotus tarot card reading, and she'll be at the the Paranormal 2003 Expo. And now I can't screw our guests tonight. Is Squatchin Country, Andy, and what is your lovely wife's name?
Wendy.
Wendy. I don't know why I was looking at this and I'm like, I can't see his wife's name. Oh my God, I'm going to screw this up. I know I am. I was going to say Mrs. Andy. That would have been bad. There you go. So whose big brainstorm idea was it for Squatchin Country?
Well, it was kind of a joint thing. I was telling you the story about going camping and going squatching with some friends, and we decided to start selling Bigfoot products because everybody just likes Bigfoot. And so one of the products we started offering was children's clothes with some cartoon, Sammy Squatch, cartoon Sasquatch. And Wendy said, hey, we got enough of these characters. Why don't we start doing a children's book? And we started making children's books as well. So
yeah, that was pretty awesome. So if everybody goes to either Instagram, they can find your items there, right?
Yeah, a lot of them are on Instagram. We have a very large inventory on Etsy.
Yep.
And we're now in, I think we're past 300 gift stores now that we sell to around the country as well.
Wow.
So
that's great. Now, if everybody wants to go to Etsy, just the name of it is Squatchin Country, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, with the things that you sell and everything, what is like right now the #1 seller?
Well, let's see.
Hot sauce.
Hot
What is
sauce
it?
is a big one.
Hot sauce.
Oh, God. V, are you a big hot sauce eater?
No.
No.
Well, and to be honest, we never were either, but it seemed like such a cool product that would tie in with Bigfoot. We had a lot of good ideas for some label designs, and people have loved it. The gift shops love to carry it just because they're so unique. And we did a lot of research first. The only Bigfoot ones out there just didn't have very much, nothing really cool about them. They didn't seem like awesome designs. And we thought, yeah, we can come up with something better than that.
Right,
So,
right.
I think we have 7 hot sauces out there.
Wow.
Oofta. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. There's I don't know if I can say some of these names on there without getting fined a dozen cookies for swearing. But you do have toxic squatch. Oh man, I just think of it and I get like really bad heartburn and everything else. Smoking squatch, flaming squatch.
There's the toxic
Oh
squatch.
yeah, well,
Oh,
that's
it's
a cool. I would just buy it to have it and like display it and not eat it. But that one looks pretty mild actually, that green one.
Yeah, most of them are tolerable for the average person. We only have one that's really extreme, and that one's more of a for challenges.
What is up with that? And people doing challenges on it, screaming.
Screaming squatch.
The one
Oh,
chip
my
challenge.
One time I remember a long time ago, one of the police officers when I used to have a company called Love a Pet Pet Supplies, and I would deliver pet supplies to people, and a bunch of cops were buying from me, and one was this little woman, Officer Yellowbird. And I said, "What is that?" And she said, "Hot sauce." She says, "I make it myself." I said, "Oh, is it any good?" I was ignorant. I was stupid then, I never tried it before. And I remember the other officer saying, "Jerry, walk away. Walk away." And she took out a toothpick. She put just a little bit on a toothpick. She said, "Try it. Little bit's not going to hurt you." I put it on my tongue. 2.5 hours later, I couldn't taste anything, and it was burning so bad. I mean, I had to drive away from him because I started bawling. It was that horrible. And she eats it on eggs and everything else. It's like, oh, God. But no, that was some bad stuff. But you guys got some pretty cool stuff. I like the shower curtain.
Where
I'm
are you
actually-
looking? I would like to look.
Yeah, it's on Etsy.
Oh, okay.
Go to Etsy and just Squatchin Country, SQUATCHIN, and then country.
I could do that. Let me just
Yeah, you guys got some really cool stuff
put
here.
the link up there for people to see.
The shower curtain, that's a newer product.
Oh, okay. I like the ones you can have dinosaur taillight covers.
Yeah, we've
That's-
been doing a lot of Jeep taillight covers, and we started with only Bigfoot, but then people started asking for everything else, and now we do tons of custom designs for Jeep taillight covers as well.
Wow. You even have one to get in with the pot stuff that's going on. Bigfoot stole my weed.
Well, when you ask about our popular items, I gotta say that has been a really popular shirt this year.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. With all the THC products around and stuff.
I'd be surprised if we don't sell one almost every day on Etsy.
Wow.
Really? Wow. Good job.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I love everything. There's a good range of products and something for everybody. Really unique things too. I like that.
Yeah. I'm going to try to put this on for everybody to take a look at. Let's see. I don't know if I've got Etsy on here.
Oh, here, I can do it.
Could you? I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
That's why I'm here. I'm the coach.
That's why I'm here. Yeah, you're the cook.
I'm a co-host here.
You're the host. You're a host.
All right.
There you go.
Here you go for you guys. And we'll
There
put
you
that
go.
in the YouTube link tomorrow too, so people can check it out.
Exactly. Well, that's pretty cool. Now, you guys have been out searching for it, but just that one time?
Oh no, we did it for the better part of a summer. We spent doing it when we first started the business. Since then, we've been kind of busy and haven't made it out much.
That's
I'll
a
be
good thing.
darned. Yeah.
It's good, but we got to get out there and get some exercise one way or another, and squatching is a good way to do it.
Oh, that is for true. I know that Stephanie's team with the Gathering, which is now called Cryptid Chicks, formerly of Squatchers, they get out, and one of their newest members made the comment. It's like, oh my God, they walked for 5 miles and I'm dying. You know, it's like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good walk, actually. You know,
We've thought about
battling
reaching
the.
out to one of those groups and see if they'd have us tag along, but we were a little bit nervous to do that.
Well, you know, you should reach out. You know, talk to Steph when you see him at the Paranormal 2003 Expo up in St. Cloud this Saturday. Her team, the Cryptid Chicks, my team, Supernatural Investigators in Minnesota, and Search for Spirits, we're the 3 that actually did this event, put it together and everything. And I'm really glad. I think Russ reached out to you guys.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, we saw him up in Reamer as well.
Oh, awesome. That's good. That's good. Yeah, those guys too, man. They get out there in the woods and stuff. And I mean, he goes out by himself to do it. And I'm one of those guys, like with my team, my paranormal team, always 2 going out, never just 1, always 2. So yeah, just in case.
Safety in numbers.
That's right. Exactly.
Plus, you
Bigfoot
need
invites you
witnesses.
down for dinner. You don't want to eat alone. No.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, be dinner alone. You know.
Don't be dinner alone.
So since we've started doing the Squatchin Country thing, people come up to us and always tell us their stories. They see we have our van and our Jeep both all decked out with Bigfoot stuff, and we have Bigfoot statues in the front yard, big cutout on the fence. So everybody feels welcome to tell us their stories, and we've heard a lot. But one of the ones that was cool recently was a FedEx driver who was telling us he was snowmobiling up north in Minnesota, and as he came over the hill, he saw what he thought was a black bear down in front of him. So he swerved to not hit it, and he said then it stood up and he saw that was no black bear, and he said it took 2 big steps off into the woods and was gone. And he had 4 other buddies behind him. Well, all of them except for the last guy saw the same thing, but they're afraid to tell anybody because people will think they're crazy. But he said, I know I can tell you because we saw your yard.
In other words, you guys are the big nuts on the block.
Yeah, I don't know what the neighbors think, but they're fairly friendly. So,
what does your family think? I mean, brothers, sisters, stuff like that.
I think they think it's cool that we're doing a business. I guess they don't really ask if we believe in Bigfoot or not. I don't think they want to know. But they think the business end is cool.
Yeah, the business end. You guys got an awesome. It's just awesome site there. I love that. You know, you even got the alien stuff in and everything else. That's way cool.
Yeah, and we actually have a TikTok channel as well. We started about 4 years ago, and one of our first Bigfoot videos took off so big. We have over 80,000 followers on TikTok right now.
Really?
So we like to try to put our products out there too and get a little more attention.
Yeah.
Well, very good, because I know I follow you guys and I see your stuff and everything. Yeah.
It may not be the highest production quality, but it's fun.
Oh yeah, you know, TikTok itself, I have to say that I think it's fun. Though, have I done anything? No, other than just posting the show. I'm kind of a coward that way. I'm shy.
It can be intimidating.
It really can be. That is definitely for sure. Let's see. Let's see if there's any questions for everybody here.
Nothing good.
Todd is saying that hot sauces are big right now, thanks to the Hot Ones on YouTube. Have you guys ever seen that show, Hot Ones?
I watched it one time. Somebody told me about it, and I never watched it again, I guess, just because there's so much going on.
Yeah,
But-
it was incredible. I mean, that's, some of those people when they get on there and stuff, and they're just crying after 3 wings. It's like, good grief.
Yeah, we do like to send our hot sauces in for samples to some of the people that do those videos. So they've done a couple of ours on Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, it's kind of fun to see the reactions.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Anything new that's going to be coming out?
Well, let's see. We are waiting for our newest children's book. Most of the ones that we have so far are based on Sammy Squatch. Got this one right here.
He's good.
And that's actually our most popular one. We have about 6 others with him in it, but the new one is a whole different art style, and it's another little Sasquatch named Augie, and he gets to be zookeeper for a day because he loves animals. So you just get to see what happens with each of the animals he interacts with, and we're waiting for those books to show up. Our first batch should be here next week, I think.
Awesome. Who came across the idea for it?
It was Wendy. She normally comes up with a lot of our ideas. But so we have our artists. Mostly our artist for Sammy Squatch has been a guy in Mexico that does a lot of our illustrating for us. But a lot of the new stuff we've been doing, we wanted more realistic artwork. So we found an artist in the Philippines, and he just does amazing artwork. And with enough of the products that we sell have his designs on them, we thought, yeah, he'd be a good one to ask about a book. So we just finished that up a couple of weeks back, and now, like I said, we're waiting for him to come in. Yeah, this is one of the designs that he drew.
Oh,
Wow, that's way cool.
Oh, you guys, that's so cool.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so we're seeing all this stuff now. Now, everybody, if you listen or if you turn on YouTube tomorrow,
You can see it too.
yeah, then you'll be able to see what we're talking about. Right now, everybody's just listening to the audio. They'll see the video tomorrow once we post it. So, all right. So you got that in the works. You got the book coming out. What is one? There's got to be something that you didn't think was going to be a big seller, and then boom, just kind of took off.
Well, let's see. Another one of our shirt designs. Well, a couple of them. There was a shirt design that is basically you take a black T-shirt and you put a cutout of Bigfoot in front of it and then spray it with bleach.
Yeah.
And then you wash it and dry it, and it's got a pretty cool look to it. But I thought, well, who's going to really buy those? They can make them themselves very easily if they want to. But that's one of our biggest sellers to the gift shops, actually.
Wow. Okay, shh, nobody heard that part. So that way they can't do it themselves.
Well, we always got new ideas, so I'm not too worried if one item slows down.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now, what other kind of are you guys got 3 tables? Don't you at the expo?
Two tables, yeah.
Oh, 2 tables. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was 3.
We would if that was an option, but I didn't see that option.
Oh yeah, you could have actually just had to ask.
Okay.
Money talks. Money talks. All right, V, any questions?
Not yet. Well, somebody was asking in the chat room if you've had any encounters with Bigfoot yourself personally.
We have not been fortunate enough to. We just hear all the stories from everybody else, but maybe someday. We're optimistic.
Yeah, well, I think when you're doing all this merchandise, I think he needs to come out of the woods and tell you thank you for remembering me and doing all this, and I want some royalties. I need a new cave.
Maybe when somebody gets some real provable pictures out there that everybody trusts, then they'll know where to get their Sasquatch merchandise.
Absolutely.
Did you have a hot sauce named Alien Spit Jalapeno hot sauce?
We do, yeah.
Ew. Someone in the Snooky in the chat room says it sounds good.
So it's actually the same recipe as our toxic Squatch,
Oof.
but we wanted to have an alien themed one as well. So we came out with the Alien Spit, and then we were looking for a reason to do a peach hot sauce. So we also came out with Alien Abduction peach hot sauce.
That one sounds good, actually. I might eat that one.
No, I'll just watch everybody eat it.
Here's the Alien Abduction.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God, you guys got to see this. You'll see it tomorrow. Just buy it. You don't have to like hot sauce. Just buy it. Collect the bottles. They're so cool.
Yeah,
No,
they are.
Is that wine you got back there too?
It is, but
That's their own.
we don't really drink wine. It's just for decoration. We just go based
okay.
on cool bottles.
Gotcha. So you don't have that for sale then?
No,
Oh,
not yet. Here's the Alien Spit.
Oh, you guys need to
that's
hit
some
up
really
Etsy,
good artwork.
buy this stuff. Yeah, this stuff is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
So-
that's our artist in the Philippines that does the initial designs for us, and then we work with the hot sauce company to make it into a real professional design.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Are you
Really.
guys going to get into the THC stuff?
I don't think we have any plans for that.
Okay. Well, there could be a
Yeah.
lot of money in that, you know.
Yeah, when we're large enough, our one of our goals is actually whiskey. So
I like that.
at some point, we'll have a whiskey.
Bigfoot whiskey.
Yep.
That's
That
gonna
would be
interesting.
good. That would be good. I would try it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Hot sauce and whiskey.
Oh my God.
Not together though.
No, not at all. So then you're going to have like T-shirts, all that stuff that people can come and check out at the expo. And do you guys know where you are going to be seated at?
We really don't know anything. I asked for a little bit of information, and they basically told us we get 2 tables and probably have some room to stand in between them. So not really sure.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure you guys get a list. Okay.
Awesome.
Before you get there and everything. So that'll be a little bit easier to know exactly where you're going to be at. Let's see. All right. Anything else you guys would like to share? We're down to about 6 minutes left. Sorry, we're just trying to get everybody in at one time and stuff. This is really interesting, though. I love your guys' setup. I was a fan the first time that I seen it. I think I seen, what was the first thing that I seen? You guys have the cutting boards and stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay, that was the first thing that I've ever seen that I wanted to get for Stephanie and her team at one time, and then more started coming in. It's like, oh my God, this stuff is so cool! It keeps coming on. You know?
Yeah, we get a lot of comments that we have a lot of products, and like I tell people, that's because we're Squatchin Country, not Squatchin City.
There you go. That's right. That's right. Are you guys selling the big Bigfoot, like the life-size cutouts and stuff?
We're not, no.
Okay.
And mainly because shipping would be an issue for us. It's expensive, so there's enough people that do them different areas. People can usually find them local and not have to pay a couple $100 for shipping or anything.
No, they'll just pay a couple $100 for one board, you know. Exactly. Okay. V, any more question?
No, I can't think of anything to ask. This was just so you guys are going to be at the convention, or the paranormal event there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that the one coming up in St. Cloud that I'm not going to?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh man, okay, next year I'll meet you guys.
Yeah. She's actually she's in Maine right now, house sitting for a month. And it's the place she's at. Everything that I've seen from Maine has been pretty incredible. You know, I don't know. Well, I know that Lauren Coleman's crypto museum is up there.
Yeah, you keep telling me about that. It's so funny because every time I'm driving on the road, there's just so many woods, and I look and I'm like, I know he's in there because it just I just keep looking, like maybe if I could just catch a little glance of some red fur or something as I'm driving. Because there's a lot of deer up here, and I know he eats deer. So, but I just like, maybe I should just park and just randomly walk in somewhere into the forest by myself and find some sort of clues. But there's so many woods here in Maine. He's got to be, and it's close to Canada. So I'm sure he's in these woods as well here.
It's funny is that I hear so many different stories that one Bigfoot is a herbivore. So, and then that's what I heard too. I heard that. Then I heard, no, he eats meat and does, like you said, rips apart a deer and stuff. Nobody really knows yet. And it's funny because even some stories that when it's really hot and yucky out and stuff at nighttime, that Bigfoot will lay in shallow swamps so the water keeps them cool. Really? Who's seen this? I want to see the picture of this. I'm very skeptical, but even though I seen one, all I can say is I seen it. That's the only thing I can say. And when everybody else is like, yeah, I got DNA. Really? What do you got? Well, it's urine. Really? How did you get that? Excuse me, sir. I'm just going to take. Oh my God. It's crazy, but I do believe in Bigfoot, like I said, and everything. And you guys have a treasure trove of the coolest stuff that I've seen anybody have, and that's really appreciative. I really like that, and I can't wait to meet you both up there on Saturday. So, and I don't know if he told you, but try to get there before, like around 9, because we open up at 10.
Yeah,
so
we need fit for setup time. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there actually at 8 o'clock. So if you guys want to come early, you definitely can.
Okay.
We'll be there. But cool. Well, listen, we're gonna let you guys go.
Thanks.
And
good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And if you guys got any freebies, I'll stop.
Get Jerry a sticker.
Get your money out, you cheap so-and-so. Exactly. I know I'm going to have to buy V something once I'm there, a T-shirt or something.
I'm good with a sticker. I got that one when I stayed at that Bigfoot farm over in, I think I was in Georgia. I was looking for a campground, and there was one called Bigfoot Farms. So I thought, well, if it's named that, there's got to be something going on. But they put these life-size metal rusty cutouts throughout the trail of Bigfoot. So I'd be walking, and all of a sudden I'd see something out of the corner of my eye, and it was Bigfoot. But it's just a metal statue. But they did it on purpose throughout the trail on the campground. And every time I'd be like, oh, it's just a statue.
I'm sure your dog was like freaking out too.
Yeah, I didn't want her to be a morsel. A Bigfoot snack.
It's that big.
Yeah.
Literally her dog.
Tiny.
So, well, anyway, you two have a great night. Thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to go on break, and we'll talk with you all later.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Did you stop the recording?
Yes. The calling along with the one, the only V. And hey, if you guys are, just tuning in, you're wondering who we had on, we had Squatchin Country, and you'll be able to see it all tomorrow on YouTube, and you'll be able to listen to it too tomorrow. on the Calling radio show, or thecalling.com, radioshow.com. Anyway, so yeah, and ParaX is definitely the place for paranormal fun. So just remember, set your bookmark,
Your VCRs.
yeah, your DVRs, everything else for www.paraxradionetwork.com, and have some fun with it. There's tons of great shows. After our show, it's Shauna's show, which is exploring the paranormal. Stephanie's show is on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is The Gathering. There's just so many shows, and you know, I sit there and I try to remember ones that I really like, and every time I forget. And Sarge could even say this too. I'm a mindless idiot. And right now I know Sarge is shaking his head and said, finally, you know, Jerry. Yes, I know. But anyway, yeah, so keep listening to ParaX, guys. It's a lot of fun. All right, so we're back. So that was pretty interesting, wasn't it? About the Squatchin Country?
Yeah, that was fun. It's always fun to learn about some new merch, especially for people that are into Bigfoot. You know, that there's a chance to get some more merch and check it out and get something unique and some good Christmas gifts for the holidays, I think.
Exactly. That's coming up so fast, isn't it?
Yep.
God. And V, you even got new tattoos today. How many tattoos did you get?
Well, I got 3 last week and 11 today.
11. And where did you get them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tattoos. Sorry, I stand corrected. I have 13 new tattoos. I think that is probably the maximum. So add that to the 21 I have already, and I'm gonna end up being the world's most tattooed woman. No.
You will be soon.
No, so yeah, 13 plus 21, we're at 35. Holy cow. My mother, all I can say is I'm so happy. No, I'm not happy my mother can't see them, but she probably can anyway. But yeah, she would not be too happy about them. But
right, there's one tattoo you forgot.
The one that says Jerry?
No, not the Jerry one. You get that on your butt. Yeah, but no, I'm talking about the 1023.
Yes, and you know what? It's so funny because I got 1111 on here.
Yep, I seen that, and right away I thought, where's the 1023?
I know, and right when I did that, I was like, I need to put 1023 somewhere too. But yeah, it'll come. I mean, this whole arm is for my mother anyway, so I just wanted to do some spiritual things.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you guys will see it tomorrow if you guys watch the video on YouTube and stuff, because it's tastefully done. It's not something that there's big globs like a giant 8-ball on the back of her hand or something, you know.
Or love and hate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Love and hate. Oh my God, my nephew's got that.
On the knuckles.
Yeah.
No, I went pretty mild, but yeah. You know, I guess that's one thing about not having to work a corporate job. You can finally get finger tattoos. So
yeah, that is true. That's definitely true. Though that still had to hurt a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, you know, and Aura, my dog, is on my lap, and she, bless her heart, for 4 hours she just sat on my lap and slept and was so good. But then at the end she started getting a little restless, and I'm like, oh please, we gotta finish this here. But yeah, so I drove an hour away, and that's why I was kind of in a rush to get back. And then I noticed there was a Walmart, which is pretty much the only commercial store anywhere around an hour away. So I thought, well, let me get a few little, you know, wee pads for the dog and some things that I couldn't get. And then rushed home, and I had to do an emergency reading, and then Jerry's waiting for me to go on, and I haven't had anything to eat all day, so I'm trying to cook the flatbread I purchased, and it was a little bit of chaos before I got here.
She was yelling at me.
No, I was just like, where are you? Because normally you're like, where are you, V? Are you coming on? Are you okay? Yeah. And so now I'm like, where are you, Jerry? Are you okay?
Skype was being very naughty today. Let's see now. Steve B, anyone doing aura photos at St. Cloud event? No, actually, I don't believe there is. It was Bobby Sullivan's birthday today, and no, so he won't be there. So let's see now. Snooky, drink enough whiskey with hot sauce. You won't get drunk. Yeah, you'd be dead. My God. Let's see. Are they going to any other? Oh, there's questions we could have asked. Sorry, guys, I did not see these questions till just now. V, you're supposed to help me.
Well, no, I asked the question about had they had any personal experiences, and they said no, not yet. So I did ask questions.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, no, you did great. Okay, well, so you're in Maine, and you have been sending the most awesome photos of old places and stuff like that in Maine. Now most of them are abandoned?
Well, here's the thing about it. It's so weird because on my drive, I have to drive the same roads to go to different towns, and I'm like, oh, that one looks run down and broken. I think I'm going to try to come back at night and sneak in there. And then I'll see lights in the window, and I'm like, oh, somebody lives there. It looks completely torn down. The paint is peeling off the walls. And I'm like, oh, it's abandoned. No, somebody lives there. So I cannot tell what's abandoned and what is actually just a rundown house that somebody is still living in. So I don't know. And then when I Googled abandoned places, that one building showed up in Searsport, and it looked intact. And then when I drove by, I posted the picture yesterday. It's a big pile of wood that has fallen apart and caved in on itself. So that didn't work out. But the owners of the inn had me come in Sunday because they did not know. They purchased the inn and they don't know the history whatsoever of this building. So they had me walk through the hallways, go throughout the restaurant, the inn, the bar, every room. I probably was in 6 or 7 different rooms and reading the rooms and giving them information. And in one of the rooms, we just walked in and the radio turned on by itself. So that was really exciting because I'm like, what's that song? And they're like, I don't know. And I go, wait, the radio's on. I said, you wouldn't have left that on in the room. I mean, you turn everything off in the room so you get them ready for the guests. So the radio turned on by itself. And then I picked up different impressions from different rooms. There was a couple of rooms. I said, these rooms are definitely haunted. So I got a lot of information, and then I got the name Elizabeth. And that turns out to be the original owner of the inn. And they're like, nobody would know that. We barely found the records ourselves. And I said, well, that woman came to me last night and told me her name was Elizabeth. So they were pretty impressed with that. I had a great time walking around the inn. So then I went over the next day to the Historical Society because I was like, I've got this information. I need some validation on what I've picked up. So they're looking into that now and going to get back to me. The good thing was I got a lot of different names during the walkthrough, so now they can check that against, whatever recorded history they have. And she actually was telling me that a lot of people buy houses here and have no idea what the history is. And a lot of people are like, is my house haunted? What's the history of my house? So I gave her my card and I said, look, if anyone else while I'm here wants me to do a walkthrough to pick up impressions of their house, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. So that's another thing I could do, is just be hired out to walk through people's houses. But because the houses are from the 1700s and the 1800s, almost every one of them is going to have a ghost because, they're so old and clearly people died and there was diseases and stuff. And, people probably died during childbirth or the baby died. And so there's definitely a lot going on here, But people keep kind of quiet about it. So
Right.
I just have to go, hey, let me go in your house and check it out. You don't know me, but I think I need to walk through your house right now.
Exactly. Wow.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
that was a good walkthrough, and I'm definitely having, you know, a lot of fun. So, and I've been going to a lot of forts. I went to another fort just down the street from me. It was really small, and then I found a lighthouse. There's actually somebody gave me an entire sheet of all the lighthouses here. So, there's probably like 60 of them. I obviously am not going to get to all of them, but I do like to check out lighthouses as well. So, we'll see.
nice. Lighthouses. I love lighthouses. There's always been such a big mystique about them.
Right,
You
right.
know?
This is like this tall thing with a light. Especially, I think what's most fascinating is that person that actually lives in the lighthouse. How creepy is that? You know, you've got that light constantly every few seconds waking you up. And yeah, I think that's even more creepy, is like living in a lighthouse.
Right, exactly. Wow. What I'm trying to do here at the same time.
Yes, what
Well,
are you doing?
What are you doing, Jerry?
Jerry's always up to some secretive side gig here.
No, no, I'm not secretive. I'm trying to put a listing of show or of the people that are going to be at the
Oh, somebody I think put the
Yeah.
vendor list there.
yeah, that's not the thing we're looking for though. Darn it. Yeah, there's a it's not going to work. I can't put it on there for some reason. This
Wow.
really bums me out. Did you just quack at me?
I said, wow.
Oh, I thought you quacked at me.
No,
I'm
that
like,
would be
okay, that's not
quacky.
nice.
That would be quacky.
That'd be very quacky. Well, it'll be there tomorrow, but it's got a list of all the people that are going to be there and stuff. Not in alphabetical order, but you know, I can't get back on my page.
Yeah,
Oh well, it's the way stuff goes, right? Right.
that is the way stuff goes.
So okay, so now have you ran into any haunted shops?
No, like, I mean, what, like a shop and then it has ghosts, or like a crystal shop? I mean, like a shop that it advertises it's haunted, or like just one that you're like, oh, this feels off.
Yeah, pretty much like that.
Yeah, I mean, not yet. Oh, yeah. So I also went to an antique shop because I thought, let me just go. There's a lot of antique shops around here. It's really weird. You know, furniture and stuff. So I went to one and had a lot of car parts, and I almost took this 50 caliber bullet because that's all I could afford in the store. But I was like, yeah, but if I sit there and I pick impressions on the bullet, how are we going to be able to validate it? I need to be able to validate things once I pick it up. So I ended up buying this really cool hotel key. And the thing is, it does have a name on it. So once I pick up the impressions, I can at least have a starting point as to where I could look up to see what those
Oh.
But I wanted something that I could sit and hold and do psychometry on, which is picking up impressions and psychic impressions on it. So yeah, I bought this really cool key.
Yeah, that is really cool, actually.
Yeah.
What does it say on there?
There's the room number and then somewhere terrain, Boston.
Oh.
So that's all I know, but at least with this, I can look something up once I get impressions, and then I can see if there's any truth to what I pick up. So yeah, that's my little homework. I gave myself some fun to have there. But yeah, I mean, my time is coming to a close. I'm going to be so sad when I leave. I really love it here.
Yeah, I see that, you know, and it, you know, it fits you.
It does. It does. I mean, I'm a sucker for buildings and old Victorian, and all these buildings here are just so gorgeous and so ornate. And, they've got turrets, not, I don't want Tourette's, but the round, it's either a turret, not Tourette's, but turret.
Right.
It's not a turret, the rounded part, that looks like a castle. And there's just so much history here. I mean, everywhere I turn, there's some sign from some battle or some civil war. So it's really, really, like it's hard to drive and look at the same time because my head is like on a swivel constantly, like, what was that? And I make a lot of U-turns. That's the one thing. If you're going on a road trip with me, there's going to be a lot of stops and a lot of U-turns because I like going back and checking things out and taking pictures. And, you never know if you're going to come back around that way. So I always just pull in and stop and, check out whatever's going on locally. So, yeah.
Right. Wow. So is there any kind of historic or anything like that you've gotten to check out or anything?
Well, everything I've been checking out has been historical. The fort.
I know, but does it say anything about murders or?
Oh, like that? No. Yeah. Of course, they're not going to put that if there is something. I mean, the fort's obviously whatever happened in the fort. But yeah, I mean, I will have to go and see what I pick up and then see if there isn't a murder attached. These are very sleepy towns. I mean, so sleepy, like nothing even happens. It's not one of those sleepy towns where there was some crazy murder. It's literally zombie town. It's so sleepy, like nothing ever happens here, which is probably a good thing. That's why everyone lives here.
Right.
Because it is one of those towns where nothing happens, literally. The town goes to sleep. See, the snow is going to start in October. Hopefully I leave before it starts. And then it snows till April. So I've talked to everybody in Maine and I said, what do you do? They're like, we just sit inside for those 7 months. I'm like, I would be out making snow angels or igloos or something. Like it's 7 months of snow. Like 60 to 70 inches of snow. So these people are just like doing nothing for the rest of the summer. I mean, winter.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely an experience, but the leaves are just starting to turn, which is wonderful because that's part of what I wanted to see happen. So, and it is.
And it is. They put I have the perfect elf on the shelf. I do believe that is Bobby, isn't it?
Bobby elf?
No, Bobby the doll. Is that what his name is? What's the doll's name?
The little elf?
Yeah, well, look on the thing.
What thing?
Robert the doll.
Oh, Robert the doll.
Yeah.
I did. Oh, I didn't scroll down and see all this. Oh, I purposely try not to look at Robert's eyes.
Really? Why?
I don't know, because I feel like if I make eye contact, because I was down in Key West and I drove right by on a moped and I looked over and I'm like, oh, there's that museum where Robert the doll is. And I was going to stop in, but I'm like, no, I don't know. Either Robert and I are going to be besties or I don't want anything bad happening if I look at Robert. So I don't want to look at not even Robert's picture.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No. So Steve B is asking, how do you keep spirits from attaching to you when you do walkthroughs? Well, they just don't. I don't know. I've been really lucky. I feel like the spirits are interested in me, but it's not like in the past when they would come home with me. I pretty much leave them there and I come home alone. So I don't really have any problem having spirits attached to me.
Gotcha. Well, we just got a case, and the case is they're some friends of mine, and their daughter has a townhome, and she was looking for a roommate. So some friends of hers said, this girl right here, we know her, she's really nice and stuff. She's looking for a roommate. And so she met her and thought, okay, she's really nice. So I can't remember how long they said that she lived there. But one time her daughter said that she walked past me. I asked her, I said, are you okay? She said, yes, I'm okay. But she had this horrible stink coming from her. It was like the stink of death.
Ew.
And well, then she goes to work and she comes home from work and everything. And here the police is at her door. And they said, so-and-so lives here. And she said, yeah. Where does she live? Well, it's upstairs. Why? What's going on? She called the suicide hotline, and they're doing a welfare check on her. And this was hours after she made the call. Then they're coming to check on her.
Right.
They opened up the door, and she was like in a cocoon. She had a blanket wrapped tightly around her. Drool had come from her mouth on a blanket, and the smell was just like that. And so her parents lived in another state, and they asked, could you box up all of her stuff and send it to us? Here's some money and stuff. They said, sure. So they were doing that, and she touched the blanket that the drool was on. She couldn't get that stench off of her hands for a long time. Well, now everything has been moved out or been thrown away and destroyed and stuff. And all of a sudden, knocks on the walls and on the doors when, like, she's in the bathroom taking a shower, and then all of a sudden there's soft little knocks like, are you almost done yet? And she would look and there's nobody there. Then they started happening on the wall, and then her door to her room, even if locked, will open up and open up gently. All this stuff is going on. Cupboard doors are opening, things are being misplaced in different areas. Now, she went to some psychic woman. I didn't even ask who it was, but if it's around that area, it's all phony, I know I shouldn't say it like that, but I did. And this woman said, oh, no, she's already passed. That's not her there. Well, I got a feeling it is her there, especially the scent of her still lingers around at times in different areas and stuff. And her mother, who is part of the Willis sisters. I think I've told you all about that, about her mother was murdered in 1996. Minneapolis was known as Murderapolis. Yeah. And Bobby Sullivan, him and I were kind of called in on it. Well, anyway, she asked us if we could come and do a walkthrough or an investigation. I said, sure, we're first going to do a walkthrough. So next weekend, we're doing a walkthrough through there. But when it comes to it, this falls in with Steve's question. How do you keep things from coming with you? I just say out that you do not have my permission to follow me out whatsoever. And I will shut down any type of a energy to this spot because I do not want it. But I really highly do believe in voice recorders and now body cams, because they can catch stuff that you guys wouldn't believe what we can catch on that. So yeah, it's pretty tough, pretty tough. Oh, and they did try to get rid of it. They lit sage, but they kept the window down.
Oh.
That's why I think the energy is going about. It can't find its way out.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what we can do and everything. And I'm going to be using your spray, Steve. I love your spray.
Yeah.
Your spray rocks.
Yes, I use it too.
I use it as underarm deodorant at times.
Yes, it works naturally too. Long
You're
lasting.
funny.
No, I'm kidding.
Long lasting, yes. I got to get some more of his spray, by the way, too. I'm going to have to buy a couple bottles
Well,
because I'm
Steve
going
was
through it
supposed
pretty
to send
quickly
me
with
some,
everybody.
But yeah, he forgot. So
What's that?
Steve was supposed to send some and then he forgot.
Oh, he's supposed to send you some?
Yeah, we talked
I'm
about
sure
it
he will.
because we were working on something, but didn't happen. So that's all right.
Well, he's a busy guy. He really
I
is a
know
busy
he is. I know.
He will. He will. So anything big happening with you? We got less than a minute left.
Oh, well, no, I mean, not since all the stuff I did last weekend with the walkthrough and the readings. You know, I will see what else is coming up. I mean, I'm just making stuff up as I go along, and I wake up and I just, oh, let me go check out this place. So, well, the thing was, I brought all my ghost hunting equipment, and I haven't used my SB 57 or whatever it is, SB7 for so long. Never mind.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
All
there
right,
it is.
we're at the end, and we will see you guys later. Thank you, Para X. Thank you, Sarge.
Thank you,
And
Trish. Thank you, X.
that's right. And we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye. All righty. Well, that was fun. Is Sarge still with us?
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, oops.